we're really facing a number of inflection points, but really around the corner, a turning point has just taken place called generative AI. And generative AI, if you look at all of the predictions, if we look at what the knowledge workers of the world produce today in terms of productivity, it's roughly $23 trillion globally. The fair share for both France and the Kingdom is anywhere between 1% to 3% of that number. But generative AI in particular is going to take the enterprise software market from $1 trillion today globally to roughly $14 trillion by 2030. This represents an unprecedented opportunity for both nations to join hands and see how we can double down on talent and technology that have proven to us to be the largest social equalizer and economic multiplier. And if you talk about the journey from the Kingdom, since the beginning of Vision 2030, we've grown as a tech and digital market to be one of the largest, top, and fastest growing markets, from 32 billion to 40 billion and counting. And more importantly, in terms of tech force, from 150,000 tech force to 340,000, if we equate this to the EU zone, will be the third highest concentration of tech concentration within the EU zone. And more importantly, qualitatively, if we look at women empowerment, we've jumped from 7% to 33% women empowerment in tech and STEM. And these are live proof points of how the Kingdom is emerging to be the next big tech hub globally. And I have to congratulate you, Francois, because in Europe right now, France, hands down, in terms of FDI, and we just have seen the slide, and in terms of entrepreneurship, you are becoming the startup and the scale-up nation within Europe.
Coming back on Vision 2030, President Macron also has a vision of France 2030. So there is a lot of things in common. How do you see the cooperation between the two countries? Of course, there is lots of contract, there is a Paris Air Show, but technology-wise, how can we better work together and create value? Because we have lots of things in common, historically, of course, vision, and also the ambition to make a better country for our citizens.
But specific opportunities, let's talk about space. So today we have an agreement with Kness, and we're in active dialogue with Thales to see how we could look at the whole value chain of space, all the way from upstream activities to downstream activities, with a laser focus on the commercial and the scientific lens. And this presents to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia a bare minimum of anywhere between $2 to $3 billion on the table that we could discuss today.